Welcome to my first vegetable garden. Today I want to show you how to transplant German chamomile and Shasta daisies. Today's February 23rd, so it's been about 6 weeks. I showed you in other videos how to plant the chamomile and the daisies. These were started on January 14th and these were started on January 10th. So it's been about 5 or 6 weeks, and that's about the growth point. After 5 or 6 weeks worth of growth, you want to get them into containers. You can use recycled containers. I like using styrofoam cups. You can get 51 cups for about $1.40, which is really inexpensive. And the cups are perfect because you can write right on the surface. So I would go and label probably, I don't know, 6 to 8 of each cup for these plants. But this would just be chamomile. I like to put the date that I actually started them. That was 1/14. And before you transplant, make sure you poke a couple of holes in the containers. So after about 5 or 6 weeks worth of growth, your plants are going to be good size. They're going to be just about ready to outgrow these cells. And when you take it out, oh, that one broke a little bit, but you can see the roots are growing nicely. They're not all wound at the bottom, so it's really a perfect time to get them into here. We also overseeded these, and you can see 2 plants came up. You want to overseed the chamomile and the daisies. They're going to grow fine, crowded together. When these get into the ground, these 2 plants being next to each other won't have any issue really getting to size. So to transplant it, again, about an 8-ounce cup. Fill it with your starting mix. At this point, you can also add some fertilizer to your starting mix. You can liquid feed these, but these plants are ready for starting mix that has fertilizer. Now, you just fill this up. Don't pack it down. When you planted these, I showed you how to pack it down and have a good starting base. All you do is drop in the starting mix, make a big circle, push this into the hole, tap it around, and you're just planting the root ball that's going in there to the exact level that it was in here. So you're not planting, up here. You just want to get right to that mark. And there's your chamomile ready to go. And I use these foil baking trays and just line my cups in here. This is a smaller size, but I usually get the big ones. And this is great for transporting them around. You can fill the liquid, you can fill these with water and liquid fertilizer and just feed your plants from the bottom. Now you do the same thing for the Shasta daisies. Shasta, they were started on 110. Make sure you poke holes in the bottom. And you're looking for roots that are well established. And you can see these guys are actually starting to circle in there. That's okay. You can just loosen them up. And you're going to get them into this cup in a second. I'll do that again. But you can see how many daisies are in here. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, that's perfectly fine. When it goes in the ground, they'll grow well. They're not going to overcrowd each other. And remember, in nature, when a single daisy drops its seeds, they all grow next to each other like this. And actually, when these are in here for a couple of weeks, the root system will fill up the whole cup. And I will actually break this in half and then have 2 perennial plugs of the Shasta daisies. So again, just fill it full of your starting mix. Don't pack it down. You're going to make a big circle. And then just drop your plug in. And you want the daisies to be at about the same level in the new container that they were here. And then once they're in, you can push it down. And that's it. So you can put fertilizer in your starting mix depending on how you want to do it, or you can just continue with the half-strength liquid fertilizer and just fill this tray up when this is full of cups, and your transplants will be ready to grow for a couple more weeks, either in your indoor lights or if you have a greenhouse outside. But this is the next step to getting them out into the ground. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out my blog at www.therustedgarden.blogspot.com and also check out my YouTube videos. Thanks.